one suggestion that you would give, like a passing line, that do this.
Get good at suffering.
Get
Good at suffering.
good at suffering.
Yes, get insanely good at suffering. You will be untouchable. Pain is the sign for growth. When I wake up, what are we doing? We are doing the exact, at least pretty much 90% of the exact same things what we did yesterday.
Yeah, right.
So you're creating a predictable past. It's just the future is very much predictable because you're doing the same thing, you're doing it again. So,
but people term it routine.
So if my routine is to be constantly discomfortable,
Yes,
that's also a routine.
that's a routine too.
But you will get where you want to go.
Correct. Rakhi is a very important, I believe it's a beautiful festival, but it is always associated with Bhai Rakhi bandh raha hai, tere ko raksha karni hai behan ki. Why can't a sister protect the brother? Never spoken of.
Speaking of this particular thing, okay, so men are the providers and the protectors of their family. So this was true back in the days because it is all about the physical thing, physical strength, I have to go, I have to hunt, I have to get the food home so that then my family can eat and they be safe. But now what happens is, we're not just working with the body, but we're working with the mind.
With the mind.
If you're talking about just about the relationship with husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, women need a leader. They don't want a guy who is relying on them.
So what is your advice to such men who are going through this kind of a crisis, especially after 40, we say, because you say 40 is prime?
Yeah, I think that's the first thing. But at 40, it is hard to change the life that you're already living. It's pretty hard to change because one, the behavior is so ingrained that we get so comfortable living in the same thing. Second, you don't have enough time to change what you're doing, change your path and then start out somewhere new. Right? If you're not aligned, you're not going to come out and get a grip on life. When you do something, you kind of like it. There is a natural affinity towards that one thing. That's it. So if his life is revolving around that, everything is going to come to him. Health, money, people, status, everything, family, everything. But the moment that shift happens, he is being pushed into something else. That is where that's where he gets lost.
So what is your advice to such men who are going through this kind of a crisis, especially after 40, we say, because you say 40 is prime?
Yeah.
So what is your advice to this men and how do you help them?
So first, you need to get the alignment. I don't know, probably I think I'm talking about alignment a lot. I think that's the first thing. But at 40, it is hard to change the life that you're already living. It's pretty hard to change because one, the behavior is so ingrained that we get so comfortable living in the same thing. Second, you don't have enough time to change what you're doing, change your path and then start out somewhere new. Right?
But that is where the shift lies, na, you said.
Yeah. So again, if you're not aligned, you're not going to come out and get a grip on life. It's not.
Okay, explain alignment.
Okay. So when you're a child, when you do something, you kind of like it. There is a natural affinity towards that one thing. That's it. That's it. So if his life is revolving around that, everything is going to come to him. Health, money, people, status, everything, family, everything. But the moment that shift happens, he is being pushed into something else. That is where that's where he gets lost.
Okay.
And then all this addiction and all the time being with people, he can't spend time in isolation to really discover who he is. I mean, all the question that we are looking for answers, it's all within us, right? Because when I had my tendon injury, I've been to 5 doctors, 4 physiotherapists, and 2 or 3 needling and yoga people. Like nobody was able to figure out. And I was battling with this. This was like a personality crisis that was going in me, identity crisis. And this is how I took ahead. So this was my, problem. So how did I come out of it? Obviously I didn't have anyone to talk to. If you have someone to talk to, it's the best. But make sure it's a guy or it's a friend.
Okay.
Because if people who are dependent on you and you are the sole breadwinner and then you are asking for opinion, or if you just even give out the sign that I'm lost, they're going to get scared.
To find that friend.
Find a friend, someone whom you can trust, someone who doesn't judge you. I mean, they will, but it's okay. To a certain extent, if it is not impacting your life.
So it's better getting judged by a man than by a woman? Are you saying that?
Depends on who the woman is. If
Okay.
it is some random woman, some friend, doesn't matter. You judge, you don't judge, I don't care. But if my girl is judging me, if my mom is judging me, if my sister is judging me, and these people's lives are dependent on me. Now, if I'm just going to be open and vulnerable, they're going to be scared. They will be like,
what if we look at it this way? You say that getting judged and getting scared, they might feel worried about my son is going down going down south or whatever. What if it is not so difficult actually? What if, I'm trying to just fill up a little gap here, Vishak, because as a woman, for example, I'm a wife, I'm a mother of a son, I have friends who are male, and I want to understand from the woman's perspective, what is it that a woman needs to know that about the man who's along, whether in the journey that she's traveling, could be anybody, father, brother, husband, whoever, that struggles that he's going through. Is there anything that we can understand from a woman's perspective that can help men go through this silent, abuse, I would say, that emotional struggles? Where can a woman help?
I don't know, probably cook him good food, keep his belly full.
Is that where the woman is supposed to be?
What man wants at the end of the day, he wants his family. Like when he's opening the door, if his daughter is coming and running to him, and he's got a beautiful wife waiting, I think.
You think that is?
We don't need yes, we want like cars and clothes and show off it, but why? Status. It's eventually, this is how I am keeping my family. You see, a guy, honestly, person, like individual, if you just rip down to the bare bones of the actual individual, he doesn't want any of it.
Okay.
And the only happiness that a man can get is from his work. The only happiness. There's nothing else. There's
Really?
nothing else. There's nothing else.
The work, what he's doing,
work.
That is what can give him that kind of
Again, if he's not aligned with the work. Like, take my example, right? There's never happiness. It's a hell.
Okay.
But if he's found the passion and if he's like following that and if he's doing that, that is the only thing that can, not his family. His family can't keep him happy. Things, materials can't keep him happy, right? Addictions or whatever, all these people pleasure, confuse pleasure with happiness.
Okay. So, let's move on to the physical health of a man. Yeah. I think you also help with the image of a man. You build the image of a man, and you help them understand what is it that they can do to become high performers.
Yeah.
What is it, one thing that you think that the men are going literally wrong in their choices when it comes to their physical body? Why are they struggling with that kind of image crisis at a certain age in their life? And how do you help them?
So, men sacrifice pretty much everything to keep their family in shape. I'm not saying women are not. Of course they are. Probably they're putting a lot. But I deal with men and I talk to men every day. And what I have seen is like, let's say there's a machine, right? And if the machine is being used, it will deliver what it can.
Okay.
But if it has been abused, that machine is going to eventually go through that wear and tear.
Absolutely.
And it will not go long. That's exactly what is happening with. So I've got like, this is the kind of a status that I want to give to my family. The thing is, the body is not capable, but in mind, this is what you want, and then you're trying to get there. What happens? You're putting out everything, just to either build a house or buy the car or give your, your kids a good education. But the body is not supporting to get there.
So, what do you suggest these men? What is the process that they should be following in life to maintain this physical body?
So, like I said, after 40, it is pretty hard to change the direction of your career. I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. It's pretty hard.
I agree.
Right? Because it takes sheer time. So, the thing is, they can do it, of course, with their own modalities or whatever they are using if they want to use it. they want to change it. If they don't want to change it, no problem. But without the body, without a good health and a clear thinking, they are not going to go too far. So the first thing is your environment must change.
Okay.
That's the first thing. If your environment is not changing, if you're an alcoholic, you're going to do that in a week or two, right? The first thing is alignment. I mean, the environment. The next thing, you have to prioritize at least 40 to 45 minutes on yourself, on your body, pushing towards maximum limit, to its maximum limit, right? It's a variable. That's a variable, because what is my maximum limit could be somebody else's.
True.
Or could not be, right?
Yeah.
So they have to find am I pushing myself from yesterday? At least even an inch. That makes a long way. So taking care of the body. So this one is going to have ripple effects in their life. Once they do that, just on the first 3 or 4 days, when they start exercising, there's a lot of oxygen being pumped into the brain for more than optimal performance. Just the basic walking, running, even stair climbing, right? And the decisions, you make better decisions because you got more mental clarity. And don't eat unless you finish the most important task in a day.
Okay. All right. And how important is the presence of male counterparts around a man? I mean, I believe the friendship that we talk of, men relate to friendship with their own selves, you know, the men, that friendship.
Yeah.
So the reason I ask is that we women also look for some outlet.
Yeah.
So we talk, we cry, or we let out our emotions, and talking to a woman is a therapy. Somebody who can just listen to, and you know, so it's like a therapy.
Yes.
Talk out, let out from your system, and you're done.
No.
How is it with men? So what is this equation of friendship of men? If you can talk a little on that.
Interesting. I pretty much lost like 90-95% of my friendship in the journey.
Okay.
When you level up, that's exactly what's going to happen.
True.
And you have to have that hard decision. I mean, this person is listening to me. I feel so comfortable when I'm talking to this person. But then, is he going to get me to my goal? If the answer is no,
You men do that?
I think you should cut him off.
You should cut them off.
Yes, you should.
Okay.
And people who are with you, you have one person. That's enough.
Okay.
That's more than enough.
Okay.
So here, I didn't have the chance. Right? So my one person was very far and I can't have that regular conversation. So that's why I'm able to lead people, because I dealt with all of my crap that I was going through all by myself without any external help. So I took failure as the data and put down the data. And then based on the data, I just started, making the positive feedback loop. That's how I got out of that cocoon.
Okay.
Okay. But if you have someone, just someone whom you can rely and trust, one person is enough. That one is a friend, not 4,500.
You don't need a big
Facebook.
group. You just need that one person who can hear you out.
Just one person.
But there's a lot of competition that goes on. Especially, I don't want to say that only for men, even women who are professionals, and there's a lot of competition on a day-to-day basis. You have to come through, and because there's one position up there, not everyone can reach. So there is some crap pulling, there is some kind of backbiting, and there is a lot of things happen.
Yeah.
Do these things also add to the mental stress levels of a man? Because we are talking of the family atmosphere. He has a lot of issues. Definitely, women are going through their own issues. So are men.
Yeah.
How does this office setup affect a man's performance? Like, since you're a performance advocate and you are the person who is helping men with the best performer that they can become. So a person who's in such a setup, going through such a situation, how do you or what do you recommend to such men, who are in that middle of that tide?
Okay. First thing is, get insanely good at what you're doing.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, stop caring.
Stop caring.
Stop caring. People are going to judge you anyways. What's going to change? You worry about what he or she is going to think, and then for how long? How is that going to help you? If you're really good at what you do, you don't need opinion. Your work automatically proves. So you don't have to talk. Like, I don't really care about what this person is going to think of me, because the things that I create, it's top notch. Then I would obviously get the recognition from whoever I'm supposed to get. It will happen.
But even then, if you don't, how should a man just accept that and move forward to something better in life and then not take that as a setback of such a huge nature.
It's a thinking error. So that's exactly what's happening, right? So it's a thinking error. Like, I care too much about this person's judgment. The moment you have that, this person is important for me and their opinion is important for me. If you're being practical, it is not. But if it is, the more you value people and their judgment, then it is going to affect you. So you care about people's opinion, you're not going to get too far, because that opinion, their opinion is going to hold you back, and it's going to, you're fighting an uphill battle.
Do men cry?
Oh yes.
But they need to cry where they feel protected mentally, or they can just cry and let out. Do you think crying is a good way of letting the toxins out of your body?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is. So when I was going through this whole 3-4 years of madness, one of my friends recommended me to go to Osho meditation, and from then on I started my spiritual journey. It's about 2.5-3 years.
Okay.
Right. So over there they did a lot of meditation, and crying was one of it. And at that point everybody was crying, looking into each other's eyes, but I couldn't cry.
You couldn't cry?
I couldn't cry. That is when I knew that something is really
precisely what I'm
up.
asking you. Why holding back that
No,
tears?
It's not holding. I'm not holding it back. It's just I couldn't cry. I wanted to, but then probably my heart or my mind is like so rocked up.
Okay.
You know, like I can't open up, and it's just I can't even. That is when I really understood. Okay, I really have some serious problem in my head.
Oh.
Yeah, because my personality was like so rusted. My social skills were rusted. I was not able to talk to people. Like, I can't hold a conversation in public. That's when I knew something was so wrong. Right? And when I moved out of that, obviously, right, after the spirituality, after the meditation, after the whole thing, now I understand where exactly I was standing. And again, it just goes back to their personality. It holds you so strong. And if you see 99% of the society is actually stuck in the first 3 centers, energy centers. Like all they're looking for is either sex or the safety or the people or the food. This is it. This is the life. This is it.
That is more. Where you're stuck literally.
Yeah. So most of the energy is actually going there. Survival. That's it. Right? But when you go through this difficult journey without any dependency of anybody else, I'm talking about extreme measures, without even having one single person to talk to, right? And then when you go through, when you get out of the other side, you will get out of it, because you can't keep living the same way, obviously. So 2 things will have to happen. Either the body breaks down eventually and everything goes wrong, or you come out on the other side. This purely depends on your wiring. And if your wiring is strong, and if your intention is good, of course that matters, because my life is a result of my intention. Right? If I have bad intention, bad karma, all that. So if the intention is right, and if you're going through to get out of the other thing, I mean, today I can live without depending on anyone. And that gives me
brought yourself to that level today, that you're not dependent on anybody.
Yeah. So this gives me that confidence where my girl is like, you know what? Like she's sorted. I don't have to worry about anything. He's there. So why am I giving her a lot of mental load to think, to do nothing? I will take care of everything. We just chill.
But marriage changes that perception, I believe, Vishak, because after you get married and when you have children, a lot does change in the setup. Anyways, that's a different discussion altogether. But what should a father teach his son so that the son tomorrow, when he's a man, is not going through this, what we are talking of right now?
So I kind of want to rewind about 100 years ago. If you see, after the agricultural revolution, industrial revolution started. So fathers started going to factories for work.
Yes.
And the children were left with mothers. Mothers by nature, they are what they can do. They can love. And that's the highest form.
They can emote better.
I love my child. I'm giving maximum affection and care and whatnot. So no mother, at least for the most part, they wanted to see their child suffer or struggle.
Right.
And that's a fundamental mistake. Probably they should throw their children out in the street and live in the street and then come back. So this is something that I'm quoting because since you asked me this question, Spartans.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how far this is true, and I wish, and I really kind of liked it, so I want to share this. So when, regardless of who you are, like if you're king's son, whoever, minister's son, whatever, right? When the son is about 5 and the boy is about 5, 6, he goes into the training.
Yes.
Mental and physical training, right? And then he's been put into starvation, into the forest, into the wilderness, into beatings and fight and education and whatnot. And he comes home only after 30. He's not very family.
But then he's not family oriented.
He's not. But then any amount of family can rely on him for survival.
They make a man out of a boy.
Yes.
And send him back.
So the boy must die in the current.
But the
age.
Emotional journey throughout the childhood that the child is going through with the mother or whatever, is that not an important aspect?
It is, but the world doesn't care how you feel. Right.
Actually, we are here on this earth for a journey in a way.
Exactly.
Yes,
so when I go to the world, I've been pampered, like super pampered when I was a child. And that's what I see, like most people, they're being super pampered by their parents. But
did you struggle more because of that?
Oh yes, 100%.
Yeah?
100%. Like when I went to the world, that was not the case. The first hit, the shock that I got was when I joined a corporate. I come from a small town and then joined the corporate with 3,500 people all over India. I was like, man, what's going on? So you can't expect some, good heart and a lot of love. And it's a wolf pack. I mean, it's a forest. It's a jungle. And you're not there for some, go there, do the work, love everyone, and then you get out. No, that's not the way how it goes. It's the vultures. And that's the real world. This is the reality. And when you don't get in touch with the reality, you're screwed. Excuse me my language, but that's what happens. So that is what happened, the first thing. Second thing is, from the corporate, I started facing the world. Now I'm directly dealing with the world. That was like a big hit. So the comfort over the years until my MBA, that hit me big time.
That hit you very hard.
Yeah. So one line that always goes in my head is like, there's no one coming to save you.
But also, men are victim nowadays in a very big way that I see that there are a lot of struggles that are happening in our society. So either they're not able to talk about it, like we said earlier, or they are not able to, go through those struggles. So they give up halfway. So there are different variations in the struggles that the men today are going through, right? So one line or one word, also that one suggestion for the men going through struggle today in the society, whether it is a domestic kind of a situation, it could be official. One suggestion that you would give, like a passing line, that do this. What is it that you would like to give to these men out there?
Get good at suffering.
Get
good at suffering.
Good at suffering.
Yes, get insanely good at suffering. You will be untouchable.
Struggles, you need to go through.
Take on the pain. Pain is your growth. Pain is the sign for growth.
Sign of growth.
Yeah, pain is the only sign of growth. There's nothing else.
Not a weakness, it is your strength.
Yes, and look for pain, look for failure, gather the data. That is all I can say. So every time when the pain hits you, you should be like, thank you, give me more, give me more. And this is one of the way that I got out of the cocoon is by asking for more. Just give me more. Like literally talking to my life and like, is that all you got?
Sort of a thing.
Let's see who wins. Like, is it all you or me?
You're not talking about getting physically injured, but you're talking about how to mentally wire yourself.
How are you taking these things? So if there is like 2 obstacles that is coming in, I'm like, man, I have to deal with 2 things. Right? That's a victim. You're talking from victim.
Oh yes, I think that's the word we are looking for, Vishak. Coming out of victimhood.
Yeah.
I think we all end up becoming victims to our situations all the time, and that is, I think, the root cause of half the problem that I think not just men, even women are going through.
Yes.
Victimizing yourself.
And there is a comfort.
Yes.
There's a big comfort.
You feel comfort in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm a good person. I'm suffering so much so that I'm a good person. Maybe God loves me. Yeah.
Yes, poor me. Yeah. Right.
So, that's what I told you. Like, who cares? That's the thing. When I was in my rock bottom, that's when I really got to know the nature of humans. I'm not judging anyone. And I'm really thankful for all the things because I got to know about humans a lot, about their behavior, about their motivation. Humans want to do one thing, avoid pain. Entire psychological studies and all the theories and every record that has been published until today, if it talks about one thing, that's one thing, avoid pain. That's it. That's all human wants.
That's really interesting, in fact, So In the end, I just want to wrap up this by asking you about your movement that you've started. How should men approach you, and how can you help them, pass through all these phases? What is it that you're going to do that is going to help them? Why should they reach out to you for help if they are really looking for some help, out there?
Okay. So basically what I do is I help men get two things: energy and discipline.
Okay.
And without this,
how?
Pretty much.
How do you do that?
Yeah. So energy is by doing the right things. Staying on the bed and scrolling on the phone for 2 hours after you wake up, that's obviously going to drain your energy. Every single day, smacking on some nice, delicious meal, 3 days, 3 times, 3 meals a day, that's going to drain your energy. Watching TV, being with people all the time, chatting, gossiping, is going to drain your energy. Pushing your body to the maximum limit is going to give your energy. Eating the high quality food is going to give your energy.
So you help individually or as a group?
Yes, group and individual, both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I take personal interest in assisting people and fixing their 4 things. So these are the 4 fundamental parameters in anyone's health. The first one is like sleep. If you don't sleep, you can expect only death.
Okay.
Your next day productivity will be completely out. All right. So of course, we're not even talking about the bad habits like alcohol and cigarettes and whatnot, because it's out of the question. You should not even go for it. It's a sin. Eating too much is a sin. Eating more than what you need is a sin. And you will pay for it. It's not going to disappear. You have to pay. And if I'm eating, I am the only one who can pay. Maybe my extended family members, right? So the first thing is the sleep. Second one is your exercise.
Exercise.
Yes. There is no discount on this. There is no, there's no workaround. You have to exercise. If you want to avoid all the pain in the later stages that you are going to go through and you're going to give your family also, you should exercise today. If you want to avoid that.
Okay.
So that is a pain.
So exercise,
sleep. Third one is the nutrition.
Nutrition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nutrition should be on point. One line I can solve the problem: eat more from the earth and less from the packet.
Less from the packet. Processed.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. And the fourth one?
Fourth one is hydration.
Oh yes. The most ignored point.
Yeah.
Yes.
These things are easy to do. So they're thinking it's easy to do. So probably I don't want to do it.
Ah, right. I think these things are sounding easy, but difficult to maintain.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
People are not just able to go to bed on time. If they can go to bed on time and have 7 hours of sleep, next day they can be on warrior mode to compete with this world.
More productive.
Yes. They can do anything, whatever they set out to achieve. Instead, they'll be on Netflix. I'm sorry if I can use that.
No,
they're going to be all watching series and seasons and whatnot. And next morning they struggle. If they do not have the proper sleep, they're not going to get the workout done. And they're going to eat whatever that comes in their way. Wow. And then they're going to go to work and I feel sleepy. I feel tired. I am lazy.
Your productivity goes down.
Yeah. So everything goes down. So mental stress, physical health and food and distractions.
Yes.
And now we have the online food delivery app. I can be here and I can be unhealthy in minutes.
Yes,
absolutely. Right? And where does that leave you? So I tell all of my clients, all of my students, I tell 2 rules. 1, don't allow any junk food or fast food inside your house.
Okay.
Inside, don't let that through the door. If you have kids, if you want to feed them, go out and feed them. Keep it as a rule. Go out, feed them whatever they want, but they're not allowed inside. Right. Home is a sacred place. The place you live is a very sacred place. And you don't want all these junk and crap entering inside.
And the other one?
Yeah. And the second one is make sure you do the walking, at least some sort of physical activity first thing after you wake up. Yeah. First thing after you wake up, you make sure you do some sort of physical activity, something, because that is hard. Once you have that, once you get that sorted, then it will take you out of the inertia and it will lead you into the positive momentum.
Lovely.
That's it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Vishak. What a lovely discussion we've had today. And I think this topic is a very, very less talked kind of a topic, because we think of our men as strong by nature. We don't understand that they have their vulnerabilities. We don't understand that they have those struggles that they're going through on a daily basis, emotional struggles. office mein the competition that they are going through, at home the struggle. So it's like it's a sea of struggles that our men today are going through, and it's very important, I think, for us women also to probably reach out to our men when you see them in that struggle, and never look down upon them as a weak person when they are vulnerable in front of you. Thank you so much, Vishak, for opening up on these topics, and I look forward to maybe having another discussion someday over something different. And to all you viewers, if you think that this topic has hit some chord, so please do share this with another man who you think would want to hear this discussion today. And also please subscribe to our channel, She Slays, and I'm Captain Amrit Kaur. I'm signing off. I look forward to meeting you in another segment very soon.